This is the drive home with TT for the Millwall drive home. FA Cup third round special, driving home from the Den where it finished. Millwall 2, Hull City 1. Through to the fourth round and thoroughly deserving of being in the fourth round draw. A good game for the Lions today actually. Hull made a load of changes and looked like they'd made a load of changes. We only made 2. Our starting lineup today: Jordan Archer in goal, Romeo at right back, left back was Murray Wallace, centre back pairing of Jake Cooper and a new boy Alex Pearce. Right midfield or left midfield, they swapped quite a lot, was Yuri Skalak and Jed Wallace. Centre midfield of Ryan Tunnicliffe and Ryan Leonard, and up front AOB and Tom Elliott. Quite a dominant first half performance, to be honest, and it's very rarely do I say that from Millwall. We kept possession, we looked threatening, we held the ball well, both Leonard and Tunnicliffe. Occasionally went sideways but drove with the ball. I thought our defence looked, they absolutely nullified Dicko up front. Yes, that is his name. They absolutely nullified him. And, you know, Alex Pearce has come in. A couple of things I'd like to mention. I thought he talked really well. I like the fact he's using the players' nicknames, which you think he's only just come into the dressing room. That's a good sign. I felt he marshalled and talked really well to the other players, and that's a good sign for the future. So he looks to me like a very good addition. I thought we had a very good game. I thought Marlon Romeo played really well, and Murray Wallace, you know, he's had his knockers, but I thought he was excellent today. I thought he was excellent in the second half at Ipswich. He has the ability to, you know, he's strong obviously, but he's good on the ball. He can run on it, he can pass with it. I thought our defence looked really solid throughout the entire 90 minutes, to be fair. We were unlucky, caught with a kind of a counter-attack goal that was well taken by them. You know, it was one bit of quality, and at that stage, you know, I felt that they were going to, you know, with that one goal, I thought one goal was going to win it. In the first half, we created chances. You know, AOB has just knocked it just past the post. There's another from a corner. It's come into the box. It's bundled around. I think Cooper's had a chance. Then I think it came back to Cooper. He's had a header, and it's well saved by the keeper. And you think, is it going to be our day? We're creating chances, but are we putting any away? And then obviously we go in at half time, completely on top. And I think it was about 10 minutes into the second half, they have a breakaway goal, played it down the right, crosses it in, and Archer's beaten. I don't think there's anything you could do. You know, it's just a quick, slick play, and it was probably the only bit of quality Hull showed throughout the 90 minutes. They then start to waste time, they start to delay, and, you know, that's where we looked at our worst. That the first 20 minutes of that second half was by far the worst portion of the game. We just didn't really get ourselves going. Harris on the hour mark makes 3 substitutions. He brings on Shane Ferguson for Yuri Skalak. He takes off Murray Wallace and puts on who did he put on? Who did we have come on? It's absolutely gone from me. Steve Morrison comes on and plays kind of a right wing position. And he's kept on Elliott, he's kept with Morrison and AOB, kind of a front three like they had at Ipswich, and Wallace has come more central, and we've looked dangerous through it, to be honest. Ryan Tunnicliffe come off, so Tunnicliffe come off, Fergie came on, Skalak come off, and Murray Wallace come off, and we then started putting a load of pressure on them. They didn't defend very well, Hull. We kept creating chances, you know, but it didn't go in. You know, a ball from the right from Steve Morrison, AOB gets in front of his marker, bangs it, hits the bar. They then make a substitution. It drives me absolutely mental. The ref doesn't speed it up at all, and their player is walking as slowly off the pitch as possible, and he's not sped up by the ref. As soon as we go 2-1 up, the ref starts speeding them up. My man of the match today for the turnaround, really, that you can't give it to anybody else, because Shane Ferguson has scored 2 of the best goals in the tie in the round this by a long way. You know, the first goal is from a corner, a short corner, and Millwall was so dangerous from corners that, you know, in the crowd you're thinking, don't go short. He plays it to Jed. Only one player comes out. Jed allows him to do the overlap. He cuts in, puts it to the side onto his left foot and curls an absolute beauty into the top left-hand corner from about 22, 23 yards out. An absolutely stunning goal to draw us level, no less than we deserved. And then we were pushing forward. Hull looked a bit shaky. They did, like I said, they didn't really have anything in the game. And if there was going to be a winner, it was going to be from us. Ryan Leonard's running with the ball. He's running at the defence. He's taken out. Free kick, 22 yards out in the middle. And normally it's not enough. It's not far enough out for a player to score a goal. But Fergie stepped up. He's curled it this time into the top right-hand corner. The crowd goes wild for the amount of people that were there because the atmosphere wasn't great. You know, it's a third-round cup tie against Hull. It's not going to draw in many people, but two fantastically well taken goals. The whole bench absolutely sit down. There's no more talking from the whole bench. We'll move on to ref watch. Andy Warmer was okay. Do you know what? It weren't a bad ref today. The fourth official didn't seem to have a clue what he was doing with the substitutes board. He's going to need to do some online an online training course of how to press the button and then stick it up in here, because he seemed to have forgotten how to do it. But Andy Warmer weren't too bad today. You know, there was a few decisions that I felt like we could have got, but then that's to be expected. So he wasn't too bad. So ref watch weren't too bad. Shane Ferguson, like I said, was you know, he's got confidence in him, and any player with confidence is always likely to play better. I thought Elliott played reasonably well today. You know, he won a lot of the balls up to him, a lot of the flick-ons. He was getting manhandled all over the place. And that was the one thing the ref did do particularly poorly, was that the ball's into the box. Cooper's getting held by two of their players, no foul. As soon as he does a slight little nudge, it's a foul from a corner, and it annoys you. But that's normal refs. They don't give the penalty. They give the defensive foul every single time. But now we move on. You know, I thought that's 4 wins in a row. You know, my daughter has come back from uni. She's been to all 4. I'm driving her back on Wednesday. I might have to keep her, or keep her in the boot or something to bring her for Saturday against Blackburn. She called the 2-1 scoreline as well, so well done, Yaz. Zach, who was your man of the match today?
Ferguson, because of his skill to set him up for their goals,
yeah,
and also because of his goals.
Can't argue with that. Thank you, by the way, for everyone that liked Zach's drive home. He'll do one every now and again. He got his 50 like target, and he said he wanted to get 500 views by the end of the year. Well, he's done that already, so I'm proud of that little boy. We go all over the place. I go with my 2 girls, and my wife comes every now and again. So, you know, it's a proper Thomas family day out with the Lions. And today we're through to the 4th round of the FA Cup. Who are we going to get? Probably Oldham away. Probably someone that you don't want to travel to. But there's just a chance, you know, every chance that, you know, we watch the draw. Will we get someone big? I don't particularly want Man City after what they've done at Rotherham today, but, you know, could we get Tottenham again, or West Ham? I'd absolutely love West Ham at the London Olympic Atmosphere Bowl. That would be nice. West Ham away would be great. But you know what? Neil Harris lost it with his players in the first half, and I love to see that passion from the manager. I love to see the passion from the players. We did enough to win that game today, and we did it. Through to the 4th round. 4th win in a row. Come on, you Lions.